You're given the option to drop what you have and return to 31st of December 2011 as yourself at that age, but with the extra 8 years of experience. Do you take it? Why and why not? I just turned 30 a month ago and I realize now I don't like my career. I'm in trades and it's a particularly physical trade. My body is already wearing out and there is no way I can do it for 30 more years. Only problem is I have a wife and a 6-month-old baby, so I feel like I'm trapped in a job I hate to support my family. I wish that I spent the time and effort to find a job that I actually enjoyed and found rewarding, mentally and financially, and had longevity. I'd like to go to school for something else, but I just don't think it's realistic at this point, and it is very depressing. My dad spent 10 years getting his associate's degree while working as a carpenter, while supporting a stay-at-home wife and 4 kids. With that degree and hard work, he now makes mid-6 figures. He would go to class after work, study, do homework, and write papers after work. And then my mom would type the papers for him while he was at work the next day. He would go to work before us kids woke up and come home from school after we were in bed. We only saw him on Saturday afternoons and Sundays. With online classes, it wouldn't take that long now. The time is going to pass whether you use it wisely or not. Yeah, my first thought was, hell yeah, I'd do that. But then I realized that I would probably go fairly the same way, and I would just have to wait 10 more years to have the generally alright life I have now. I'm actually torn on this. I absolutely love where I am now. And if I didn't fuck up so bad in my 20s, I don't know if I'd be anywhere close to where I'm now. I have a career I love. I have a woman and a child I love. I have a life that I mostly love, and I don't know if any of it would even be remotely possible if I didn't go through the things I did. Maybe the grass would be even greener, or maybe it wouldn't be, but it's not up to us to mess with fate. Edit. Not saying there's things I wouldn't change, but if I could, I don't know if I would be who I am today. No, it's just too much effort. The most relatable answer there is. There's the conclusion I'm coming to as well. It'd be nice to fix relationships, avoid mistakes, but man, 4 or more years of studying and testing all over again, along with unexpected additional heartbreak and loss, isn't really worth it. I'm pretty happy with where I am at now, but I do think about all my past regrets and wonder if I'd do it all over differently on occasion. And shit, I compare myself to 2011 me. I was doing so much better then. Depression hadn't hit me hard. I actually had friends. I wasn't significantly less dead. I was in college then. But I'm still in college now. So that hasn't changed. Living in an even shittier place now than I was then. Yeah, other than being in better shape, every aspect of my life now is much worse now than it was in 2011. The good stuff sounds good, but the bad stuff could really suck and potentially cause more issues. I mean, for me, I'd be back in college and not have to do all that again. I could try harder at certain things, but there is no surefire way things will turn out better. Same with my jobs. I'd have to pretend to be excited and interested in things I've already experienced, like getting excited for new Star Wars movies with my little brother, which my family could catch on and think I'm not interested or something, causing issues with them. Then you have the domino effects, where things turn out differently than you remember because of your actions trying to correct or better them, potentially causing measure memories and perhaps all future memories with that person to be rendered false. For instance, maybe by my lack of enthusiasm, one of my brothers and I don't go on a trip together where we're really bonded. Then I'd be stuck with good memories he'll never had. And that would be very sad. It's those kind of things that make it not worth it in the end. I am a yes and I am married with kids. But my husband and kids were around 10 years ago, So I feel safe knowing that they still exist, and my knowledge means I can help them with things that come up through their lives more effectively. I just thought I could get to see my dad again, and it would be worth it. Get to say goodbye. Yes and no. Yes, because it would give me an opportunity to change my life. No, because I would no longer have my kids. No, I can't go back further than 6 years. My son is 6 years old, and I can't risk him never being born. This is my answer. I have a 6 and 2-year-old. What are the chances I could redo all the other stuff I want to fix, but still have sex at the exact moment required to get them again? No, I don't think I would. I'm really happy with my life at the moment. Like, really happy. And if I went back then, I'm afraid I'd mess something up, causing my life to change drastically. And for reference, until this year, I wasn't satisfied with my life until, well, this year. Ooh, an 8-year-old with no new skills but the ability to drive. Definitely. Hell no. I'd probably f it up more. Hell no. I had an infant. My wife was still in medical school. Now my kids are older and easier, and she's about to start her first real job. We got through that to get to where we are now. Going back would be dumb as hell. Not a chance. I'd be married to a massive bitch once again, and my current girlfriend would be too young to date. I would also be facing a nightmarish battle for residency in my current country a second time. Just no. Yes, I would be a better mom, wife, daughter, friend, co-worker. I wasn't bad, but with what I know now, I could avoid a lot of mistakes, love more, fret less. Basically, what my dog does, and never skip your walk. I was skinny, but doing nothing to stay that way. I could start running 6 years earlier. I had hair and was doing nothing to keep it. I could get a script for finasteride sooner. I had a cheating fiancé and didn't know it yet. I could dump her before I had a house with her. I was wasting my life in a retail management instead of following a career I love. I could start learning my trade 3 years earlier. You're goddamn right. I would go back. This is just my personal health. The money opportunities are endless as well. To be honest, no way in hell. I'd have to suffer through elementary, middle, and the past 2 years of high school all over again. The knowledge that I had already went through every single year would drive me insane. Yeah, it'd be amazing to see family members who passed away, such as my grandparents, who were kind of like second parents to me, and my brother would still be home instead of halfway across the country. I made too many friends to have to meet them all over again, and I had too many experiences that should probably just remain happy memories. Dude, I'm 36 and I feel the same way. I worked hard these past 2 years to be a better person and build a good life. And if I could be a Bitcoin billionaire, what if something went differently and someone I loved had died? Unless I was trying to write some life-changing tragedy, I wouldn't want or risk fucking something up and not having the good life I have now. Can count on everything going better the second time. Yes, because then I wouldn't kill my best friend in a car accident. Fuck yeah! I would beat the shit out of the kids that bullied me, stand up for myself and have more confidence. That and invest in Bitcoin. Oh hell no, my first baby was just born and I have no desire to revisit that sleepless year. I am also the parent of a just turned 8-year-old, and that is also my answer. Fuck being awake all night, every night. Well, I was 8, so yes, being an 8-year-old with a 16-year-old's education makes me big brained. Besides, I could invent Discord before it existed as a 7-year-old. Could you though? Can you remake it now? No, and I'm happy to admit that, but considering being 8 years old with the experience of a 16-year-old by the time Discord is invented, I would have the mental age of a 20-year-old, which is definitely old enough to get onto the development team before it becomes massive if I focused on it. Besides, 4 years is a long time to learn how to code. Go back, predict Bitcoin, live rich forever.